Hey everyone, welcome back. So today, we're going to be looking into something that's been uh, making some noise online,
Huh,
AI website cloning.
definitely.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at OneCloner AI,
Right.
a tool that says it can make cloning websites like super easy.
Yeah, it seems like they're really going for that, like, shock and awe kind of marketing,
Yeah, for sure.
you know?
Really pushing that anyone can do this
Yeah.
in like less than a
It's
minute.
under a minute and then start making money by selling them.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little
Yeah,
tricky.
a lot more to it
Right.
than just the technical side.
Yeah, so let's break it down.
Yeah.
What exactly does OneCloner AI claim to do?
So they're basically presenting this as like a one-stop shop for all things website cloning, migration, hosting, even marketing.
Okay.
They say they handle everything from like copying the design and content to moving it to your own domain.
They even talk about built-in features for SEO and even like AI content generation.
Right. And that's really, I think, a key part of how they're marketing this. Is that they're bundling that basic website stuff, the functionality, with more flashy, attention-grabbing, AI-powered cloning.
Yeah.
And it's designed to appeal to a wide audience, but I think particularly people who maybe aren't super familiar with the technical side of building a website.
They even name drop some big names,
Yeah.
claiming that major software companies are using OneCloner AI and that people are making thousands of dollars selling these cloned websites.
Yeah. It's always important to kind of remember that those testimonials and things like that
Yeah,
should be taken with a grain of salt.
for sure.
A lot of times there's really no way to verify those statements independently.
Okay, so let's take a step back from the marketing
Right.
and look at the technology itself.
Yeah.
What are the actual capabilities and limitations
Yeah.
of website cloning?
At its core, website cloning is really just taking a website's code and content
Right.
and copying it. And you can do this manually or with automated tools.
Okay.
And the challenge is making sure that that website actually works right
Yeah.
and that you're not violating any copyright laws or intellectual property rights.
So even if I could
Yeah.
technically
Yeah,
like perfectly replicate a website,
right.
there's legal and ethical stuff to think about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can't just copy someone's work and pass it off as your own.
Right.
That's unethical
Yeah.
and could get you in legal trouble.
OneCloner AI says they deal with this
Mm-hmm.
by providing features for customizing
Okay.
the cloned website.
Yeah.
They talk about a drag and drop editor
Uh-huh.
and AI-powered content generation tools.
Those are great features and they could be really helpful,
Yeah.
but they don't necessarily completely resolve that sort of underlying ethical problem.
Okay.
It's really important to understand that there is a line between getting inspiration from something and plagiarizing it.
Okay, so using a cloned website as a starting point
Mm-hmm.
and then changing it a lot might be okay. Right.
But just copying and selling a website with very few changes,
Yeah.
that's a no-go.
That would be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about using technology responsibly and ethically.
OneCloner AI also says they can clone websites in under a minute.
Right.
Is that realistic?
Well,
How does that even work?
I mean, AI can definitely automate certain aspects of that process, but the speed is really going to depend on a lot of things,
Okay.
like how complicated the website is
Okay.
and how good the cloning tool is.
Okay.
And I think it's pretty likely that even with AI helping out,
Yeah.
you're still going to need to do some manual customization and optimization,
Especially
especially if you don't want to get dinged by search engines.
for duplicate content.
Yeah, for having duplicate content.
They also talk about their SEO tools,
Right.
claiming that OneCloner AI can help your cloned websites rank really high on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something to take seriously?
I mean, SEO is a really complex thing,
Yeah.
and it changes all the time.
It does. And while AI can definitely help with like keyword research and content optimization,
Yeah.
to really rank high takes a lot more than that.
Okay.
You can't just clone a website and expect to be at the top of Google.
Another thing they focus on is the ability to back up your website
Right?
and keep it secure.
Mm.
They even mention an anti-threat cybersecurity protection technology.
Yeah, website security is super important.
Yeah.
And using a hosting provider that you trust and has good security is really key.
Right.
OneCloner AI might have some security features,
Mm-hmm.
but it's important to really look into the specifics
Yeah.
and see if you need to do anything extra to keep your site safe.
It seems like there's a lot to consider,
Yeah.
both with the technology itself and the bigger implications of website cloning.
Yeah, we've only just started to scratch the surface here.
Right.
And in the next part of our deep dive, we're going to really get into the nitty-gritty
Okay.
of the potential risks and rewards of using something like OneCloner AI.
Sounds good.
And we'll look at some other ways to use AI in web design that might be a little more appealing if you're worried about the ethical side of cloning.
Okay. Awesome.
Stay tuned.
All right. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Like we said, we're going to shift gears now and really dig into those potential risks and rewards of using a tool like OneCloner AI.
Okay. So we've talked about the claims
Yeah.
and looked at some of the tech stuff.
Right.
But where does OneCloner AI fit in with like all the other website creation tools?
That's a good question because there are already a ton of website builders and content management systems out there.
Yeah.
Everything from like the super simple drag and drop ones to the ones that you need to know how to code.
So how does OneCloner AI stack up against those?
Yeah.
Is it really doing something new,
Mm.
or is it just the same old stuff with a shiny AI sticker on it?
Honestly, it's a little bit of both.
Like-
The basic idea of cloning a website that's
Yeah.
not brand new,
Okay.
there have been tools and scripts for that for a while. What OneCloner AI seems to be doing is packaging that up with a more user-friendly interface
Yeah.
and then adding those extras like AI content and SEO.
They're really hammering home that this is a game changer
Mm-hmm.
for anyone who wants to build a website fast.
Right.
Is that realistic?
I think it depends on what you mean by fast and easy.
Right.
OneCloner AI might speed up some things,
Yeah.
but to build a good website,
Yeah.
one that actually works well,
Mhm.
still takes planning and work and, keeping it updated.
Right.
It's not just going to happen overnight.
They also talk about using OneCloner AI to like start online businesses,
Yeah.
create those membership sites,
Mhm.
even build mobile apps.
Yeah.
Are those even realistic uses for this?
I think it's important to separate website cloning from those other things.
Okay.
Sure, you could use a cloned website as like a starting point for an online business,
Yeah.
but it's not going to magically create the business for you. You
Yeah.
still need a product or service and marketing.
Right.
All that stuff.
And what about that whole mobile app claim?
Yeah.
That seems a bit much, doesn't it?
Websites and mobile apps,
Yeah.
those are totally different.
Right.
You can make a mobile-friendly website, one that works well on phones,
Yeah.
but that's not the same as a real mobile app.
So it sounds like OneCloner AI's marketing is maybe exaggerating a bit,
Yeah, maybe stretching the truth a little.
or at least blurring the lines between what's possible and what actually makes sense.
Yeah, it happens a lot with new tech,
Yeah.
especially in the online marketing world.
Okay, so let's talk about risks.
Right.
We talked about the legal and ethical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but are there other downsides?
I mean, one risk is ending up with a website that's just not very good.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work well or it doesn't help you reach your goals.
Okay.
Just because you clone a website doesn't mean it's going to be successful.
Right.
You still got to put in the time to customize it, make it good for search engines, and make sure people actually enjoy using it.
And what about security?
Right.
Websites can get hacked.
Absolutely.
Data can be stolen.
Yeah.
Does using something like OneCloner AI make that more likely?
It could
Uh,
if the cloning tool itself has security flaws.
Oh.
Or if you don't set up your website securely,
yeah.
then yeah, you could be putting your data at risk
Right.
and your users' data too.
They do talk about their security features,
Right.
saying they have really good protection.
Yeah, and it's always best to be careful and do your homework.
Yeah.
Don't just trust what the marketing says.
Right.
Look for reviews from other people, compare the features, and really understand how they're keeping things secure.
Okay, so let's switch gears
Okay.
and talk about the good stuff.
All right.
OneCloner AI is clearly aiming at people who want to make money online.
Yeah.
Is that realistic?
It's definitely possible to make money online,
Yeah.
but it's almost never as easy as they made it sound.
Right.
Building a successful business online,
Mhm.
whether it's selling websites or services or products,
Okay.
takes a lot of work and dedication, and you got to know what you're doing.
OneCloner AI claims you can make money by selling the cloned websites.
Right.
Is that a good business model?
I mean, there's definitely a market for pre-built websites and templates, but
Yep.
it's competitive.
Okay.
You'd have to create really good websites that people actually need,
Okay.
market them well,
Mm-hmm.
and have good prices.
They also talk about using OneCloner AI to start your own web design agency,
Yeah.
where you clone websites for clients
Mm-hmm.
and charge for your services.
Yeah.
Is that a realistic path?
It could be.
Okay.
But again, it takes more than just being able to clone a website.
Right.
You need design skills and development skills, a portfolio of your work. You got to market yourself, manage clients.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a lot more involved than just pushing a button.
Okay, so it sounds like OneCloner AI has both good and bad points.
Yeah.
The key is to be realistic.
About what it can and can't do.
Exactly. It's not a magic solution,
Right.
but it could be a useful tool,
Okay.
especially if you're looking to automate some tasks or get a head start on building a website.
So for our listeners who are interested in AI web design,
Yeah.
but maybe you want to skip the ethical stuff about cloning, are there other options out there?
Absolutely. AI web design is really taken off.
Okay.
And there's some really cool tools coming out that let you create unique websites without cloning.
That's a perfect segue to our last part of this deep dive, where we'll look at those other AI web design tools and techniques.
Sounds good.
Stick with us. Okay, so we've talked a lot about OneCloner AI, both the good and the bad. And now I want to get into those other AI web design tools you mentioned.
Yeah, this is a really exciting area because it's changing so fast.
Okay.
We're seeing AI move from just being used for automation to actually being more of a creative partner in the design process. That sounds really interesting. Can you give us some examples of how AI is being used to boost creativity in web design?
One big area is in generating design ideas and layouts.
Cool.
Tools like Wix ADI and the Grid use AI to create personalized website designs based on what the user tells it.
Oh, wow.
So you answer questions about your business, your style, what kind of content you have, and the AI comes up with a unique design just for you.
So instead of just staring at an empty screen and feeling lost,
Right.
these AI tools can give you a starting point.
Exactly. It can really help get those creative juices flowing.
Okay.
And you're not limited to those pre-made templates.
Yeah.
The AI looks at what you tell it and creates something truly unique.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What about writing the content?
Right.
A lot of people struggle with writing good website copy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Can AI help with that?
Absolutely. There are tons of AI writing tools popping up like Copy.ai and Jasper that can help with writing website, copy blog posts, product descriptions, all sorts of things.
Oh, cool.
They can help you write catchy headlines.
Create engaging product descriptions
Okay.
and even tailor your message to specific groups of people.
So even if you're not a great writer, these tools can help you write content that's persuasive and effective.
That's the idea. Of course, you still want to review and edit what the AI writes.
Yeah.
Make sure it sounds like your brand. But it can save you a ton of time and effort in the beginning.
Okay. What about making the website easy to use?
Right, the user experience.
Yeah, that seems like a really tough thing for AI to handle.
It is complex, but AI is getting better at it.
Okay.
Tools like Hotjar and Crazy Egg use AI to analyze how people are using your website.
Okay.
They track things like mouse movements, how far people scroll, what they click on to see where users might be getting stuck or confused.
So instead of just guessing what's working and what's not,
Right.
you can use these AI tools to get real data on how people are using your site.
Exactly. This data can help you find usability problems, optimize your calls to action, and make smart decisions about how to make the whole website better for your users.
And that can lead to more conversions and ultimately more success for your website.
It's incredible to see how AI is being used in so many different ways for web design.
Yeah.
It really feels like things are changing in a big way.
I agree. It's super exciting, and we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do in this field.
Yeah.
It's a fast-moving and constantly evolving area, but one thing's for sure, AI is here to stay, and it's going to keep shaping the future of web design.
That's a great point to end on. We've covered a lot today, from the details of website cloning to the exciting world of AI web design tools that can help you create truly unique and engaging online experiences.
It's been fun exploring these topics with you.
Thanks for joining us. And for all you deep divers out there, be sure to check out our other videos for more deep dives into the world of tech and beyond.